Well, look at that. Happy today, happy every day. I'm gonna mount this. Where's the camera? Right there. Okay. So I wanted y'all to see Mars. And then we're gonna get this thing. All right, autopilot to the carpool lane and off the carpool lane. Let's do this again. I'll reverse her out. That is actually feels like so much safer to be standing behind the car and like reversing, because I could see like from back there. Especially, you know, where there's a lot of traffic, cars, kids, stuff. Okay, let's go. And this is Shadow Bolts going back to Amazon because the tail fell off. And it was nice, whoever sells those toys sent us another one, and then they're like, dude, you still got to send back the broken one. I'm like, all right, so get that. As you see, we're on Mars here. Look at this cute little thing. Look at this cute little car thing. I found that yesterday. All right. It's also car wash day today. It's double stamps. Is it Wednesday? It is Wednesday. It's double stamps on Wednesday. So I don't know if I'm gonna. So I don't set it on autopilot here, because if I'm the first car at the red light, my cameras and the coding of the car don't stop it at the red light yet. I mean, the car will stop if there's a car in front of me, a car in front, and it'll stop. But like now, it's one car per green here, so now I have to stop at this light manually, not the robot driving. But now that I am autopilot is enableable, as soon as I get the steering wheel here, the steering wheel symbol, and then we'll start moving our way over to the carpool lane, because we have to start getting over to the carpool lane as soon as we get on, because the entrance for the carpool lane. And now Tira, I was gonna call her Body. I was gonna call the car my daughter's name. Tira is making her way. So perfect, we're right here. We made it to the carpool lane just in time to get in where the dotted lines start, so it's not a stop. And I don't know what she's doing right now. If you guys see, she's kind of wobbling. She kind of rode that line there. And now, if you feel the vibrations, that's because she's hitting these little pegs. The tires are hitting the pegs. So autopilot is enabled, 75, following distance. Usually I keep it at 3 car lengths following distance, and then the steering is enabled. So the steering is gonna follow the lines on the road. When autopilot first came out, it was kind of scary, because sometimes it would veer where if there was a skid mark, it would read the skid mark as a line, and that has since been fixed, and I'm happy about that. So autopilot does do a really great job. I was very happy driving across America using like 98% autopilot. The only times I really had to take the car off of autopilot was to get off the exit, on the exit, you know, if I was getting off to supercharge or take a break. But other than that, the highway miles, with the exception of construction zones where we still need some improvements there, especially reading the speed limit signs, where, see, she's riding this line right here, because there's 1, 2, 3, 4 double lines, and she was hitting it, and then she's kind of riding to the right a little, but it's okay. And then on the steering wheel so I don't get an alert. That lady's texting in the car or looking down, probably texting. You could tell when people are texting or looking on their phone and driving. So, keep my hands on the wheel. I don't know. I'm kind of like, do I feel like going to the car wash today? It's double stamps day. I probably have a free car wash. I think I do have a free car wash. But it's kind of like, I get there and then it's kind of like get to the yoga studio in a little bit of a sense of urgency to get there on time. But I mean, the car really needs a car wash. I mean, I don't know if she needs it. The cameras seem to be working fine with autopilot and lane change and the sensors too. That's one thing with the cameras. Yesterday I was at the Supercharger in San Clemente and I met another driver owner of a 2013. He doesn't have autopilot, but he's getting the Model 3, so he'll have the cameras. And he was saying how there's a different technology, X-ray instead of camera, which I'd like to research and see what's up with that. I mean, I get it, it's different, it's a totally different take and way of doing things. And using the cameras, sometimes the cameras do work better than my eyes and sometimes they don't. And then coding what the camera sees for the car to follow a command, holy shit, you know? And this X-ray technology, I'm not sure how it works, but I'm gonna check it out just to be in the know, just because I like to know things. So it's a little, I don't have the map here. Last Monday morning, it said there was traffic right before our exit for the yoga studio, but there really, in fact, was not when we got there. So I was just like, kind of like, decided today not to look at the map at all, just to be on Mars. So we're on Mars here, and it's really cute. There's like one of those things that, it doesn't get bigger, but that's what, I guess that's what Mars, we're kind of driving, it's kind of moving, it's really cute. So it's, I don't know how long this has been on here, but I didn't notice Santa Claus, which was on the car for like, till way after Christmas. But this is a cute little, it's a cute little screen of Mars. It looks like the terrain is changing though as I'm moving. I don't know. Cute. So I'm already kind of not on the 405 side because that's where my car wash is. It's on the 405 side of Irvine and Jeffrey, and then my yoga studio is closer to the 5 and the foothills. So I'm already not on over there. I'm gonna check and let her get us off of the carpool lane now and get us. So what I do is I put on the signal, it changes lanes, I take the signal off, put the signal back on, change lanes, turn the signal off. I could give you bells too. Ho, ho, ho. Okay, still gotta watch the road, and I gotta, okay, ready? Bells, or when I signal, they're gonna be jingling bells. Ready? Okay. That's so much fun. Okay. And now and now I'm not signaling. And now you're gonna hear the bells again. I'm signaling. And then I have to get over one more, go, one more. Good girl. See, that car was going slow. Okay. Now we're gonna get off this exit here. Let's get out of this guy's way too. And stop being annoying. That guy's annoying. But I mean, I think it's there's a cognitive bias that I was talking about in my cognitive bias series, and try to reduce from 80 miles an hour. Let's see if Tira's driving us off the exit at 60 miles an hour. We're down to, okay, so there's a cognitive bias where like you call, like, oh my God, I looked it up too. I think it's fundamental attribution error. Let's see if she gets mad here. Remember last time she got mad? Shit, do you see her? She didn't see. She could have rear-ended that. I don't know. I could have let her go, but I didn't. So when I use it on the road a lot, like driving on the road, ho ho ho. That'll disable the bells from jingling and stuff. So it's like you're an example could be like, say you bump into somebody accidentally, or somebody is being annoying on the road to you, but maybe they're not being annoying on purpose. And I think it is fundamental attribution error. I have it on my laptop because I was racking my brain last night because one of my friends had asked me, actually yesterday 2 people asked me how to meditate, or we talked about meditation. And the second person was over text, so I was one person was over video conference, the other person was on text, and I was explaining that actually that person was saying how other people are annoying or whatever, and because I know this person, I said, look, you get frustrated that some people are so slow that out of your frustration you cut them off and talk. But instead of speaking when you're feeling frustrated because they're slow or stupid or annoying or whatever, pause and breathe, and when the emotion goes away, then speak. So, and know that they don't know that they're being stupid. Just like you don't know when you accidentally bump into somebody, you did it accidentally. So they don't know that they're being stupid or slow or annoying. And same on the car, like somebody's driving like slow, but you could have been that person at one time with somebody else behind you where you're the one who's annoying, but you're not doing it on purpose, right? So get out of your freaking ego and get out of yourself. And that's where I'm most forgiving, is on the road, because that's where I'll most be like, ugh, look at the slow F, or move B, and these are bad words I'll say, but I'll express myself, and then I'll just breathe and be over it, and I'll be like, I'm over it. Because that is just another human, the same energy as me, and an expression of a different human form. So it's like, it's just me in another human form. So being patient with that person is like being patient with myself, because of that person and we the same energy, right? So, and this is coming straight from Mars. Just kidding, I'm on Earth. So my advice was to breathe and fill the air in your abdomen, and fill the air in your lungs and your abdomen and your ribs, and fill the air so much that you feel your back expanding, because your lungs are kind of back there too, so, and I love it. I love breathing so deep that it feels like my back, and that that in itself is the key to start giving the space and being the observer and being aware. Mind you, my friend who cuts people off when they're talking, I was explaining to him to be more aware of his surroundings and things. He goes, oh, well, I already do that, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, well, I guess what I can say to him today is, like, now become aware of your frustration with people, and observe that feeling until that feeling goes away, and maybe take 1 to 10 breaths. I actually did write in the text, take 1 to 10 breaths. Definitely 1. I mean, when you're in a conversation with somebody in real life, sometimes 3 breaths might be too long, because you kind of have a window to respond. But 1, definitely, you can, can always do 1 breath, always. And I've watched Eckhart Tolle do this on TV when he's sitting there speaking, and I love it. I love it. It's so cool. And I was actually doing this yesterday in the video conference with a friend of mine who I have not seen in years, and he was saying how he can't meditate, he can't stop. So I went through some exercises with him. You know what? I want to go back down there and actually do the practice exercises. It's kind of hard over video, but I explained it, and maybe he tried it. It's the meditation when you're in Savasana. Savasana is dead body pose. So you're laying down, your palms are up, your hands kind of curl up a little bit, your heels are together, your feet fall apart, and you don't have your eyes closed. Why am I going over this with you guys? We successfully made it. Oh, because the robot did a great job driving. Now I'm helping with the robot of our human body and how we can have better control of our human body. And that's what I'm explaining with breathing exercises that can help you get more control of your brain, because your brain's like a computer too. Yeah. And it's coded with a lot of media and bullshit and messages and advertising and bullshit that we live in this world. So this is kind of like the breakaway, how to, I guess, keep your brain and your hard drive, your software, your hardware, keep it clean and functioning optimally. It's important to do these breathing exercises to make the space. It's kind of like the analogy will be where you clean your disk space. Say you delete programs on your computer and then you kind of have to like zip it up and make more space. That's kind of how I see it. The more you meditate and be present, that's better. That's a better term. So some people call it meditating, some people call it presence, some people call it mindfulness, and I'm going to agree on Eckhart Tolle with the term mindfulness. I don't want my mind full. I want my mind empty, so it's mind emptiness maybe. I like that better. Mind emptiness, mind clarity, diamond mind, a crystal clear, just like picture your mind and your brain as like the blue sky. And every time you have a thought, that's just like a cloud floating in there. It's okay to have it. It's there. But you recognize it and you see it as a thought and you don't identify with it and let it lead you down a rabbit hole of incessant thoughts. So, well, what you want to do is, okay, I had that thought and let it go like a cloud. Woo, okay, and then maybe let it go away and then have this clear, just like the blue, beautiful sky is right now. Have that mind, just no thoughts. Just picture the clearness. And I can do this when I focus. I've focused and being aware of surroundings. And that's why I kind of go into meditation here and I focus on the mirror and on my belly button. And I focus on my forehead here. Forehead, belly button, knees, hips, and I use the mirror. Unlike the Greeks who were doing meditations on their belly button and they're like looking like this and it looks like they're looking at not their belly button but their situation. All right, well, I'm gonna go into the yoga studio. This guy's, you know how much I love these landscapers with their blowing things. Not at all. But here's my meditation, right? It's that is me in an expression, in a human form expression. That's just still me. And there is no me. It's the same energy. So it's just another human form expression. I could have went to the car wash because it's like way early right now, but so let me show you all the sky because it's gorgeous. So as I was explaining, you see there's no clouds, right? And so there's a tree, but now let's go here. So here we go. So here's the sky, and there's no clouds in the sky. I'm not thinking about anything. Oop, I just thought about my reflection because I just saw it in the phone. But I used to sit here and make your mind the sky. When there's no thoughts, the colors kind of pop, like the bright looking up there, even though. But we did a little meditation together. Meditation here, one more. Neat. So happy today, happy every day. Happyeveryday.tv. Stay connected. That's the website, happyeveryday.tv. And just stay connected. I rarely email people. Just kind of, I guess, growing the list right now. I'm not really doing any emails because I've reduced my account to the $5 a month on Constant Contact. So I'm just basically growing the contact list right now. So probably not going to get an email from me. But on this website, you will find self-awareness app is coming soon. So I guess stay connected for that. It's going to be a while, people. I've talked to developers already, and it's in the process. The free PDF right here on the website. Let's see if it works on the browser. I guess it doesn't want to work on here. It doesn't want to work on my Tesla browser. Does it? Does it? PDF of the app. So PDF of the app is not really the wireframes for it, but it's kind of like the meat of what the app's going to be about. And you don't need the app to do the exercise. You could do it with paper and pencil. I'm just making it an app because it's 2017 and everything's on a fucking computer. Although it doesn't need to be. So the Stay Connected button does work. And it'll have sign up to stay in touch. And like I said, I'm just collecting. So this is for people to, I guess when I have an update about the app, I'll probably send out an email. But like I said, I'm on the $5 a month. So my Constant Contact works. Email address, first name, last name, phone number, and your birthday. It's just the month and day, although I do like knowing people's years because I like the Chinese astrology stuff. But that's because I started Happy Every Day with, happy birthday, happy every day. That was like the first main thing. It's like, don't just have a happy birthday. Don't just be happy the one day of the year that you celebrate getting born. It's like being born every day, like being happy every day. So happy birthday, happy every day. And then it kind of evolved to happy today, happy every day, and happy Monday, happy every day, and happy Thanksgiving, happy every day. So, oh gosh, that's why my seat is hot. So that's why that's that. Here's our mascot, an owl, octopus, human, eagle, mermaid. And I know some people don't like mermaids because it's like women objectification. I don't see it as that. I see the word mermaid as a all-powerful being in the ocean that kind of like told Odysseus what to do. The mermaids and the sirens. They're like, we're the boss. So, or the executive leaders. So I don't think of it as anything. I think of it as a fun thing, it's just more fun to say mermaid than to say fish. Then on our website, become a voting member. That's as we grow, your phone number will count as one vote. That's based on the bylaws for Happy Every Day, which are on this website if you'd like to read them. And then I'm looking for a new platform. I'm using YouTube right now. And that's join the mailing list too. That's another button. And then this is a fun video when I got my door handle fixed on the car. And then just some fun videos. So, and I'll take feedback on the bylaws too. I put a lot of thought into them, and I wrote them a certain way for a reason. Let's see if the bylaws PDF pops up here. Not on the Tesla browser. I can't even play the videos on the Tesla browser, but that's all right. YouTube. We'll just go back to Mars. Are there any superchargers on Mars? Nope. Oh, back to Earth. Boo! There's a lot of superchargers. Where's this? Oh, it's California upside down. I want to go back to Mars. So this is how you go to Mars. Boom. Happy today, happy every day. And now I will go into the yoga studio. I got a half hour before class, but I could chill and do other stretches and do like other breathing exercises. Actually, you know what? I shouldn't push myself because I'm supposedly recovering from cold flu or whatever. And I felt it Monday in class. I'm definitely taking a long time to recover. But hopefully you're feeling better and taking care of yourself and resting if you're sick. Happy today, happy every day.